All tenants have a right to an apartment that is safe and is in good condition. Just like you have a responsibility to pay your rent, your landlord has a responsibility to provide you with a safe apartment in good condition. If you need repairs made in your apartment, think about the following best practices. Tell your landlord in writing about the problem and ask for prompt repairs. If that doesn't work, ask the Boston Inspectional Services Department or your local Board of Health to do a free inspection of your apartment and write your landlord up for any code violations in your home. Then the city agency will get involved in holding your landlord accountable for code violations and any repairs that are needed. Please note that it is illegal for your landlord to punish you for calling the Board of Health to write him up for code violations. Under certain circumstances, you have a right to make the repairs and deduct the cost of the repairs from your rent. You have to do the repairs correctly, and there are many requirements for properly repairing and deducting, including allowing the landlord an opportunity to repair before going ahead with your own work. So consult a lawyer before going down this path. You can take your landlord to court to seek a court order and money damages for the failure to make repairs. Consult with an attorney to get support, guidance, and ideally representation before you go this route as well. Another way to respond if your landlord isn't doing his or her job in terms of repairs is to organize with other tenants. If other tenants in your building or in your neighborhood are also facing bad conditions, there are ways to work together to improve everyone's living conditions. Seek out your local tenant union or speak with your neighbors about working together to pressure the landlord to make the necessary repairs. If you plan to withhold your rent to try to get your landlord to make repairs, keep in mind these very important factors. Withholding your rent correctly is essential if you want to avoid the possibility of being evicted for non-payment of rent. You may be allowed to withhold your rent if the condition in your home endangers or materially impairs the health, safety, or well-being of the people living in your home. This means that cosmetic issues or small problems are probably not enough to justify withholding rent, but conditions like lead paint would. You may be protected from eviction if the landlord has known about the bad conditions, and remember that this is something you may need to prove in court, so a he said, she said is not ideal in terms of proof. Written documentation, or better yet, a report from a third-party agency is what you want to have in place prior to withholding your rent. You won't be protected from eviction or legally allowed to withhold your rent if your landlord shows that you have caused the bad conditions in the apartment. You won't be protected from eviction or legally allowed to withhold your rent if the landlord cannot make the repairs needed without you having to move out.